Hey everybody, I'm trying to figure out this gimbal and it just switched on me. Give me a minute. It keeps wanting to go vertical and I'm trying to get it to stay horizontal. Hey weekend RVing. I'm trying to figure this thing out. I had it working, but there we go. Maybe it's working. Okay. It kept wanting to go vertical and I needed it to go horizontal. So does it look smooth when I'm walking on your end? It's kind of crooked on my end. I mean, like if I, okay, so if I hold the gimbal straight, whoop, there it goes again. I don't know how to make it stay there. Let's see. Bear with me here. Okay, I think I got it. I think this, nope, there it goes again. Why does it keep doing this? Hey, Kenneth. You're seeing my brace here that I have to go right in front of the camera to try to do this. Why does it not lock? I never had a gimbal before, so I don't know. Every time I let go of it, it wants to go vertical again.
You won't come take a little peek in our hut?
I can't, I'm live on YouTube. Do you want me to show it? There's a camper just came in here. And there we go again. Do you know anything about gimbals?
No.
Oh, what are you guys seeing here? Are you seeing vertical? Or are you seeing a messed up horizontal? This is what I want, and this is what keeps happening. See, I'm trying to get it to stay there. Do you know how to work a gimbal?
Figured some turned off it.
No, because it's supposed to like rock as you walk so that the picture isn't real jittery.
That's all you're gonna get with that.
Well, I had it this way earlier. Maybe. Nope, it went again. Now it went the other way. Let me try again. Ah, this is horrible for you guys trying to watch this.
I'm not decorating my little shelf. I've got to do that. I need to do that while. Okay.
All right. I don't know how long it's going to stay there. Oh, she's wanting to decorate a little bit before we go in.
Well, we had to go run and see little Miss Ethel before she got off work. It won't take me long to put it up there.
So we're at a vintage camper rally. Looks like she's got more decorations to put out. So as I turn it, oh, there it goes again. All right, this thing's gonna make me crazy. Help me! It only stays horizontal for a little short time, and then it goes vertical again. Anyway, there we go. All right, if I just leave it like that, what are you guys seeing? Is it okay or is it horrible? I need to work on this one. I'm not live, so it's not annoying for you. I'll come back. I'm gonna walk around. She's gonna decorate some more. Is this okay with you guys? I mean, Does it look weird? What's it look like? Is it staying smooth? Because I'm walking. Need some feedback. Oh, new comments. Okay. Camera sideways. Yeah, so Mike, I'm trying to work out this Kindle. Not Kindle, gimbal. It looks sideways. Okay. This is what I want it to do. And I let go, and it falls like that. Let me try it one more time. Nope. So the green light comes on, then the green light goes off. Let's see how long it stays this way. Is that better? So tell me how smooth it is on your end. Because normally when I'm walking around at a rally, it's not smooth at all. There's some fiberglass campers still here from the rally we just had. There's a scamp on the right and a casita on the left. I'll take you down here and show you the river. Yeah, I don't know that I'd call it fun, Mike, but interesting. So far it's working. And there it goes again. Oh gosh. Let me hold it, try to get it right. I know I'm doing something wrong and I'm nowhere near the directions, so I can't check it out. Not too bouncy, okay. Let me see. I can get it locked again. It's just annoying because I get it figured out, but it doesn't stay there. Like that. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. All right, it's off the gimbal. Now it's just as a tripod. I'll figure that out later. Let me show you where I am. See, now it's probably really bouncy because it's not using the gimbal anymore. I'm sure you're going to get it figured out. Yeah, I have to go back and read the directions again. You know, when all else fails, read the directions. Just want to show you this. Carefully walking down the path. Could go swimming here if it was warmer. Look how pretty that is. There's some campers over there, but I don't know if it's private property or not. Sometimes there's donkeys over there on the other side of the river, and when they let them out, they all make a lot of noise. And somewhere down there, there's a waterfall, because there's a trail here that leads to it, but I'm not taking any chances. Landscape mode on mine required a push on the knob to turn it. Yeah, I'll have to study it some more. So in the meantime, I'll just give you a bumpy walk because I just locked it so it's not in gimbal mode anymore. So there's the trail. I'm not doing any trails because of my wrist. It goes that way too. It's the Nolichucky River. There. And this is a big deck here. You can sit and watch the river. Swimming or fishing, yeah. So here's how I got this gimbal. I won on the wheel on Box Van D. on her live stream about a week ago. I won $15 and I decided to buy a cheap gimbal. Maybe it was too cheap. I think it was like $18. Once I figured it out, it'll work. I just have to get it figured out. So whenever I win money like that on live stream, I like to put it back into the channel somehow. So there's a camper here. I'm going to see if it's still here. I want to show it to you. This is a tent area down here. Hello. So this weekend, there'll be about 40 vintage campers here. Several coming in on Wednesday. And the event starts Thursday. I'm going to raise the camera up a little bit. There. Gotta get out, get some exercise. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's a pretty day. So now it's all jerky while I'm walking, right? Let me see what happens if I turn it on again. No. Is it still jerky? I turned it on, but I think I have to extend it for the gimbal to work. It's trying to, but it can't because it's locked. Right. Here's this camper up here. I want to show you. First, I'll show you the fiberglass ones. These guys doing some maintenance. There's a guy and a gal. So here's a casita. Right here. We can see it. And then next to it is a scamp. So if you see a scamp with the gold lettering like that, that means it's a deluxe. And it has wooden cabinets instead of fiberglass. Turn the gimbal off. It keeps trying to rock it. Right, so I wanted to show you this. Check that out. What is your opinion on the retro fifth wheel RVs? Do you mean the scamps? I'm trying to turn the gimbal off, so give me a minute. It's rocking the camera, the phone. It's trying to turn it on. I think I got it off. If you're talking about the scamps, I've only seen one inside. I don't really know much about them. Look at this thing. It's called Ghost. And that's something. Like a tractor trailer on the front. It's pretty. It's a little bit big for me. There's mine down there. There's a lot of big motorhomes here, but like I said, on the weekend, we're going to have a whole bunch of vintage campers here. That one's, what did you say? That one's nice too. Really nice rigs. Yeah, they're nice. They're not my taste. You know, that's mine. Right there. There's one coming in. So we're gonna see if this guy's ready to show their camper. The burning up the roads is coming on in about an hour, I think. I won't be on that long. Let's see if these guys are ready. I just wanted to try the gimbal out, but I guess I should have practiced with it more before I got live. Look at that. Really cute. The remake of the retro-looking fifth wheel. It has an old look, but it's a newer fifth wheel RV. I don't know anything about those. Never heard of them. That's cute. It is. It's metal. That's cute. You ready for me?
Are you ready for it? Get close. You got to get the bed. Drankles all over.
Oh, you gonna play an instrument for me? Strum a few notes.
Well, I'm not much of a picker.
Just strum a few notes.
I brought my old camper, so I brought my old instrument. It's in the 50s. It's in the 50s. I'm not.
Okay.
You gonna sing?
No. Oh, my darling Clementine. All right, thank you. Sounds good to me. Are you ready? Because I can come back later and do a regular video.
Well, I'm pretty ready.
Pretty ready.
You want to get my little display here, right? Get the lights on. Let me move this.
All righty. They're getting ready for us, guys. I'll come back and do an edited video. I think they have the vintage bumper pool RVs, and they also have another brand called Retro, but I forget. So my brother has a Whitewater Retro, which is, oh gosh, what's the brand? I forget the brand name. Yeah, he did some great picking, didn't he, Kenneth? We'll have to get him to do a little more later on. I can't think of the name of that, Mike. So my little eyeball thing says that one is watching, but I know Kenneth and Mike are watching. Do you have that happen, Kenneth, where it's not the right number? Okay, now it says two are watching. Oh, look, they got food.
Pumpkin. You like pumpkin?
I think so. What is
These
it?
are the colder ones. Get you one of these.
I'm really not supposed to have gluten, so
Gluten,
I have to
okay.
say no.
You want to smell?
I want to smell. I can smell it.
You sound like you're kin to my granddaughter.
I eat some, but I try to limit it. So I got to make sure it's what I really want.
One of our granddaughters is celiac and
Yeah.
gluten-free and type 1 diabetic. So.
Oh, I don't have the diabetic. All right, we're gonna go in. And what year is it?
69.
69 what?
TP.
TP, okay. Not like toilet paper. And she's decorating it up cute. I just have like one or two people watching. So I'll come back later and do a real video. Thank you for showing me. Are these original?
I made them.
You made them.
I did.
They look vintagey.
We've got the original.
Uh-huh. They look
We've got
vintage.
the original covers that goes on the cushions and all too.
Look up here. It's cute. That could be, I guess that used to be a bunk bed.
Well, yeah, it used to come out. It's too
We
full.
just took one
Yeah.
of the shelves off to make a display thing.
Right.
I've got
It's
all of
just
the
me
stuff
and
that
him,
goes
so.
in it, but
Looks good. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
I've not figured out
I
my
wanna
new
see
toy.
your little camper.
Oh, I'll show it to you when I get back. I'm just walking a little bit. Alrighty. Let me show you the cabin up here. It's kind of weird. I have to like hold the selfie stick. It's like a selfie stick gimbal combination and tripod because the bottom comes out. You kind of have to hold it tilting toward yourself instead of just straight up. There's me. here. So we had a whole bunch of fiberglass campers here this past weekend. Yours says 4 watching, mine says 1. It's weird. Guess you can't go by that because it's not accurate. All right, let me see what the sign says. Stone Cipher Cabin. That's right, I know what I meant. This is roped off. Yeah, this is my kind of tourist place. I like to see these old cabins. Look up at the roof. Yep. I'd rather see this than the Biltmore house any day. So if you go way back there, it's the actual homestead, David Crockett, and there's some animals back there and different little outbuildings. As many times as I've been here, I've never actually walked back there to see it all. Big chimney. Kenneth, this is where you and Papa came last year when we first met for the meetup. David Crockett Birthplace State Park. Yep, it's a cool old cabin. That's my friend's little vintage camper there. I did a video of that yesterday, but I get so many videos from the last rally that the videos from this rally won't show until January. Because I already have them all scheduled. Every Wednesday and Sunday there'll be a new video. Yeah, right there in that pavilion, Kenneth, is where we sat when you were here last year. So this is me. Some bad shadows. Just in case anybody hasn't seen it, I'll show it to you. This is got my heater because it gets cold. This camper's only a 1/4 inch thick. So with my little decorations up there. My roof opens up. It opens in the back too, but I don't have it open. That'll eventually have screen up there. And everything with Reflectix here and on the walls will be covered with trunk liner carpet, which is right there. I don't know if you can see it good or not. It's tan. And then new floors will be put in. And the outside will be painted aqua. So I was working on some punch needle embroidery here. And that's what that looks like. So over here is where I stuff on my clothes and everything during the day. Here's an air conditioner. My brother built this cabinet. And down below is a little mini fridge. And that's it. Oh, I got this caramel apple. I saw it in the grocery store. And made in Canada. And my camper's made in Canada, so you know I just had to buy it. I haven't eaten it yet. It's so pretty. Yeah, I've seen the show Barnwood Builders. Yeah. So these are just my little oranges that I brought with me to eat every morning with breakfast, and they became part of the decorations. All right, so this is the gimbal. Let me get in the shade. Yeah. Sure, no matter where I move, there's shadows. Okay. So this is the gimbal, and I need to figure it out so that I can use it the right way. Caramel apples are yummy. I'm not sure if I've had one with chocolate on it or not. But here's the story of my camper. And this is the thing I posted on my community tab. I just took some jute twine and some leaves from Dollar Tree and glued them on there. And then somebody gave me this yesterday and I just stuck it in there. So that's it, guys. I think I'm gonna get off. Hey, Mobiltec. If somebody wants to come up, I can put a link if somebody wants to come up and chat. I was scared to death as a child of caramel candy apples because I did find something in my apple and it creeped me out to this day. Oh, wow. Yeah, we used to check for razor blades. It's okay, Mobiltec. I'm just trying to figure out, and you probably know how to do this maybe, trying to figure out this gimbal, and it kept going vertical on me. It would stay horizontal for a little bit, a couple minutes, and then it would flip vertical again. So if you were to watch the replay of this, it's horrible in the beginning because it just kept rotating and you kept seeing my hand go in front of the camera trying to reset it. So I have to read the directions and mess with it some more and figure it out. Does anybody want to come up on the panel? I can post a link. Yeah, gimbals are a pain to play with. This is my first one. I have no clue what I'm doing. Here comes another motorhome. All these big campers. I like little tiny campers. Oh, I have a sign here I put in the ground. And then I put a little spotlight on it for nighttime. You have to spend like $500 if you want a good one. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. This one was like $18. Yeah, because I'm not professional, you know, this is just a hobby. I moved my wood so it would go out. That's why it's just smoking. Just a hobby. I just do it for fun. I'll come up and chat with you a bit if you can give me a time to hook up a camera. Okay, that'd be good. Let me see. Cancel. Guest. Invite a guest. I'm always afraid I'm going to stop the stream by accident. Hopefully I won't do that. There we go. I think it worked. Your camper looks really nice. Thank you for showing us. Thank you, Mike. I really like it. If anybody wants to come up, just click on that link and we'll just sit and chat. I guess if I was going to sit here, I would have had a good fire going. Okay, click on that link. You want to come up and talk with them, Mike? Click on the link. And I can bring you up. Kenneth wanted to come up. Anybody? As long as I know you. Okay, I've got somebody. There we go. Add to stream. All right, how are you?
Hi.
Let me get the layout thing. Let's see. Layout. There. All right, how are you?
Hi.
Let me get the layout thing.
Okay, let me take care of the echo first. I have to go back in here and
turn
do
the
something.
YouTube off.
Hang on. Okay, let me take care of the echo first. I have to go back in here and do something. Hang on. Echo cancellation is on. Why isn't it canceling?
You have
echo?
to turn your YouTube page off or mute your YouTube page.
Ah, okay. I've never been a guest. Okay, there we go.
There you go.
All
So
right.
Mike, you can come up and talk to him. It's Mike is asking, what's your next big project?
Who's mine?
Yeah, yours.
Oh, they're all big projects. There is no such thing as a little project, especially when you're talking about vintage trailers. Actually, right now, I've been taking a break because I was literally. Now you have to remember something when I tell you this. I've been doing
Oh,
this a
hold on
long
one
time.
second. Hold on a second. Kenneth, if you can grab his link, you can post it. Okay, go ahead.
All right. I've been doing this a long time, so and I've worked on all kinds of trailers, not just vintage trailers either. So what I'm about to tell you, you might laugh at, but it's a reality. It really did happen and was happening and is still happening a little bit. With that last trailer, which was the mainline Silver Lodger, probably the best project that I've done so far, quality wise, and the only piece that I've done so far that would actually be considered museum quality. The last few months of that, well, actually the whole last year of that trailer were so difficult, so tough, and I kept getting so many setbacks, and really none of them from COVID. They were all my setbacks were things that were completely out of my control, and that makes it even tougher. So I was actually after I delivered that trailer, I was suffering from PTSD from that trailer.
Oh, well. Yeah. Is it
And
kind of like the thing where like you think you got it and then you find something else that's wrong?
well, no, it's the kind of thing where I had problems that I didn't know how to deal with, and of course, there's nobody to talk to for me to ask for advice. And all the people that built that trailer are dead. So I had nowhere to go for any kind of advice. There's only 5 of those things in existence in the world, and so the problems were all on me to solve. And one of the things that I teach in my class is how to do things like this, how to do your own problem solving when you have no other help around. It's normally called reverse engineering, which is what I teach, but we call it disassembly and discovery. So using that method, you can disassemble any trailer and put it back together properly, as long as you disassemble it right. But the thing is, like I say, I had no one to go to, just me. I'm the only one on the web doing this. So I would wake up at night with the answer to a problem that I was having, or a possible answer. And then I couldn't wait till the next morning to get out to the shop and try it out and see if it worked. And I'd either have failure or success. And we really had a lot of big problems going into the final end of that build. So when it was all over and done with, and I had delivered the trailer, I was going to go on a week-long vacation up in the mountains and just get some solitude, some clean air, because we've been inundated with smoke for 4 months. And that's very bad on your
Thanks.
health, especially when you're my age. So I realized immediately the first night of camping out, I was waking up in the middle of the night like this, going, oh, I have an idea. Oh, wait a minute. I'm done with that trailer. That's what I'm talking about. And this has continued to happen, where I wake up in the middle of the night, freaked out over a problem that no longer exists. That's what they call PTSD. And
how long did it take you to work on that? How long were you working on that camper?
I actually worked on that trailer for 2.5 years with a couple of good-sized breaks in it. I had some health problems that got in the way, and then COVID did a few things too. But if I were to do it all over, I could do that trailer in a year. It took me 2.5 years, but you also have to realize that that's not my only source. Matter of fact, there's no income. Any of you people that are thinking about getting into this to make money, do something else. This is a hobby. If you want to make money, you can only deal with rich people, and rich people are very hard to deal with. They want to keep you poor, and they treat you like they're slave. So, and I did it to myself on this last trailer. I thought it was going to be the easiest trailer that I had ever restored. It turned out to be the hardest and the most expensive. So I made no money on that trailer. I am appraising that trailer myself at $40,000, $37,000 to $40,000. I think somebody else like Tim Heinz might appraise it a little higher. but I made no money on that
Yeah.
trailer.
I know. I
So
saw one at the last rally I went to, and they said that the people had just bought it, and someone said that it was like $20,000, and it was, I don't know, maybe 14 feet long. It wasn't, it was a vintage trailer, but they said he took it down to the frame, but they said he sold it for like $20,000. And they
yeah,
were saying that, if you had just, say disposable income, if you had $20,000, would you go out and buy a new trailer, or would you buy one like that was frame up rebuild? And they, the people at the rally were saying they'd buy the frame up rebuild because it was better built.
they are. If they're done right.
Yeah.
There are so many people doing these
Yeah.
things wrong now. And there has been all along. I try to bring that to light, and then I'm pounced upon and yelled at and cussed at and called names. I'm told your way isn't the only way, and it isn't my way that I teach. It's the factory's way, and you can't do any better than the factory. After all, we're restoring these trailers. We're not building new trailers. We're not remodeling trailers. We're restoring trailers. That means bringing them back to their original form, and beauty. But along the way, we
You have
can
some
beef them up
static
and do
on
things that
your mic.
they didn't do because they were trying to make money. They had to make a profit to stay in business. So we do things that they didn't have time to do that they cut out of their production line models to make them better. So,
You have some static on your mic.
do I?
Yeah. Does anybody else hear it, or is it just me?
You sure that's not just my
I don't know.
voice?
Somebody let me know. Somebody let me know in the chat. Let's see. We need more vintage RVs pulling in, not newer motorhomes. Yeah. Hey, Spaceman Dudley. How are
I'll
you?
tell you a little story.
So let me know, guys, if you hear that static. And thank you,
Hello,
Kenneth, for
testing
posting his
1,
link.
2, 3.
It's not real bad, but it's there.
Okay.
Kenneth doesn't
Well, I'm
hear
new
anything, so
to
it's just
StreamYard, and this is the first time I've been on this end of it as a guest. So, and this isn't the computer or the microphone or the camera that I normally use in my classes and my other live streams.
all right. They don't hear anything. It's just me.
Okay, great.
So we'll
You may
carry
not have a
on.
very good cell phone. What kind of cell phone are you using?
A Moto G7 Play.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, I've had it for a while.
Yeah. If you're gonna,
I'm in between rallies. I'm in between rallies, and there's 4 days in between. One ended Sunday, and the other one starts Thursday, and they're both at the same campground. So I
I would
decided to
love to
just
travel
stay rather
around
than
from
go
rally to
home.
rally.
I didn't want to go home, like take everything down and go home and put it in storage and then come back 4 days later.
Oh, of course.
So I decided to stay.
Yeah.
So it's pretty quiet.
There are people that do all the
So we got all
rallies
the
or a
big
whole lot of
motorhomes.
rallies. And that's what they do. They just go from rally to rally. There are also circuit trailers. By circuit trailer, you'll see the same trailer at all the major rallies, and they're usually only involved in rallies that are invites only. They're strictly for show. They don't stay with the trailer or in the trailer. They don't let people in them a lot of times, which is actually against the rules at some rallies, but they let the circuit people go by because they're elite. And not really my kind of rally.
I've never heard of a rally. I've never heard of a
Well,
rally
you're
like
probably
that.
dealing with much smaller, more fun rallies. I don't like the big rallies like Pismo. I don't like that one at all.
Never heard of it.
You've never heard of
No.
Pismo?
No. Is that the one you were talking about that you said you won't go to anymore?
Yeah, the Pismo rally in Pismo Beach, California. That's the biggest
Oh,
rally
so
in the
that's why,
country and
because
possibly in the
I'm in
world.
Tennessee. Yeah, so I'm in Tennessee. So these are like little regional Facebook groups, and we all get together, and
And
there's like
those are the
40
best
or 50
times.
campers.
That's what it used to be like when I started rallying. It was close friends. We didn't have Facebook, email, computers, or any of that stuff. Cell phones, didn't have any of that. So it was strictly by word of mouth that we got together, and we didn't have them open to the public either. I mean, the public, because you're doing it in public places, are welcome to come by and go, ooh, ah, wow. But it wasn't a regular part of a rally where we had rules where you had to be with your trailer from say 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock for open house. That sort of grew and came along later. And the more that happened, the more stringent the rules got, the less fun the rallies got to be, the more commercialized they got, and the fun started going away for some reason. It wasn't the same. So I stick with the smaller rallies, and that's what I'm going to be doing when I go on my tour. Is we're going to be creating some of our own rallies, and I'm going to be visiting a lot of the rallies like what you do, those smaller rallies that are just here and there, and pretty much they come up by word of mouth and they're non-commercialized.
Yeah, so we do a couple a year that are fundraisers, and people pay $5 a person to come and tour the campers. But the money goes to one of them. The money goes to a charity for sick children, and the other one, the money goes to a school program for teaching the kids about the waterways, keeping the waters clean and things. So the charity actually comes and sits at the gate and collects the $5, and we never touch the money.
Oh, that's a
And
good way to
then we
do
just set up our camper. We set up our camper for a few hours. Some of them are like, I think they're like 11 to 3. And that can be a long day because, you need to sit at your camper. But what I do with mine sometimes is I just rope off the doorway or block it. And they can look in, but they can't go in. I mean, so this is my camper, Mike. See it right there? Or not saying Mike.
Oh, that's a cute little thing.
What is your first name? What is your first
My
name?
name's Larry. Larry.
Larry. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's my camper. It's a 1987 Cadet. It's not really vintage. It just kind of fits in with them.
Okay.
So we just had a fiberglass rally here, and it ended up being because the person that used to host it, his wife has cancer, so he's not hosting it anymore, and nobody picked it up. So it was basically everybody just on their own and sat around a campfire at night, but there were no activities. So, hey, Sue. So next year I volunteered to co-host, and we're going to have like potlucks and meet and greets with snacks and some games. And one guy said he'd cook breakfast on the Blackstone on Saturday morning. So we'll have some activities next year.
All right. Well,
But
those are the kind that I
don't know
really like. They're more fun.
There were a lot of casitas.
There are a few large rallies, mostly in California, that are good ones. The Buellton rally is a fantastic rally, and I would say that's, as far as size is concerned, that's about second to Pismo, but not heavily commercialized, very well organized, very well done. They do a lot of fun things. Here's one I'll bet you haven't seen yet, unless you've been to the Buellton rally. On Sunday morning, everybody stays in their pajamas, and they all get on their vintage bicycles, and they have a bicycle ride around the RV park, looking at all the other trailers, and everybody's in their pajamas, and that's Sunday morning. Some of the ladies
that would be fun.
Yeah. So they do fun things like that. I love having the potluck dinner the night, on Saturday nights with possibly a movie. And of course, what else would you watch other than maybe the long trailer with Desi and Lucy, or
So I have a video on my channel of, we have a 1953 new moon in our group, and I did a video of it last October, and it has, I think it's 34,000 views. I was looking this morning, it was 30-some thousand views, but it was actually at this campground last year.
Oh, I'd love to tour one of those in person. I would love it. Did they keep it completely? Did they restore it completely and restore it completely original?
I've only watched the movie a couple times, and I get people they leave comments on the videos and say, this isn't the same or that isn't the same. And I don't know one way or another. I just did the video of the camper, but
Well, I'll go watch. You do very, very good tours, by the way. I love
thank
the
you.
tours that you do.
Thanks. So I have the last rally I went to, I got 29 videos out of it, but they're all like 5 minutes or less. Some of them, like one was 9 minutes, but most of them are real short. And I already have them scheduled for every Wednesday and Sunday, and it takes it to the end of December.
Hmm.
So whatever I film here, well, I did 2 videos at the fiberglass rally, and they won't show till January.
All right.
So
Well, it just
I
so
tell people
happens.
that if
Go
something
ahead.
happens to me between now and then, I'll still be posting new videos after I'm gone.
Well, mine will be running after I'm gone too. It's not like I have that much more time on the planet. I mean, everybody thinks I'm going to live forever, and I'm going to be 70 in April. So, and I'm just now going to be getting back to touring and rallying again. You do very good tour videos. You're talking about you're at a plastic a fiberglass rally right now. I just happen to be working on a 1970 Campster, which is a clamshell, by the way. Let me explain that
Yeah,
to you,
I've
because
heard of it.
we were talking in comments on on a video this morning, and you were a little confused because that tab that you showed, is it a tab? I think, was it a
It
tab
was
or
a tag. It was
tag?
the
Okay.
tag,
Yeah,
the
tag. Okay,
teardrop
I think the
one,
first ones of those were the tabs, and now they have the tags. And
and they have a tada.
yeah, they're making up their own terms. And historically, a clamshell trailer is, and it doesn't even have to be made out of fiberglass. It can be partial fiberglass, but a clamshell trailer is a trailer that's made in 2 pieces. The bottom tub is like this, half the trailer, and the other half they sits down over it like that, and then you've got a lip all the way around the side. That's a clamshell trailer. Okay.
Yeah, on the Scamp they call it a belly band,
Okay.
and and
They
on the
also make
Casitas,
trailers, like I think the Burrow is like this, that go
yeah,
together this way. That is also a clamshell, but it doesn't sit this way, it sits this way. So
yeah,
it's
and the U-Haul.
it describes the construction of the trailer. There's always something to describe a certain type of trailer. That's why we have, and a lot of times it's profile. You have the canned ham for obvious reasons. It's shaped, well, the original ones were shaped kind of like a canned ham. And then after that, you have the toasters, and they've been sticking with toasters ever
Oh,
since 1960s. They have not changed. They are just now coming out with the canned ham shape again because the salespeople realized that they were losing sales. They thought they were losing sales. Uh, they think that people are building vintage trailers to sell. They're not. People are building vintage trailers for themselves. And the classiness of the canned ham is something that it's a classic. That's just the way it is. So the manufacturers decided, well, we'll go ahead and build these things in that shape because that shape seems to be popular, and they're doing that again now. But just because a
would you
manufacturer
call this a
calls
canned ham?
something one way doesn't mean that that's the way it is historically. And historically, a teardrop is any trailer.
So would you call this a canned ham?
Yeah, but just barely. That's on its way. That's a 1960s trailer, late 60s, whatever it is.
I'm
I can
losing
tell by
steam.
the windows. Could even be a 70. And yeah, that's when they were making the transition to toasters. We also earlier in the 30s and 40s, we
Yeah.
had the bread loaf trailer shaped like a loaf of bread. Also had the gypsy wagons before that. They go all the way back to 1920, the beginning of the automobile. There's a movie with
The
Laurel and
Vardas.
Hardy. There's a movie with Laurel and Hardy, and that whole movie is based on their camping trip in a gypsy wagon trailer. So
Hey,
yeah,
my
when they
phone
came
is
out with
about to
the idea
die.
of clamshells, it was just basically 2 pieces of fiberglass go like that. And the reason those they came out with those is for lightweight, durability, leak proof, all that stuff. Although they're not leak proof. So no trailer with
I
any
gotta,
holes in it is leak proof.
hold on, I gotta plug in.
Okay.
My phone's about to die.
Oh, don't want to do that. You'll lose the stream.
Okay. So I found out the other day that my camper still has a leak. So here's, my roof goes up. That'll have
Uh-huh.
screen on it up there. And then all the reflectics will be covered with trunk liner carpet. Thank you, Sue. And we have to replace the floor. But the back in the back corner on the passenger side, there's a leak coming in somewhere, and the bed's not wet. So I don't know where it's coming in, but we'll take it apart this winter and figure it out. And it can't hurt anything because the floor already is rotten back there.
Does that trailer have J-rail?
Is that on the corners?
Yeah, on the outside edges all the way around. Is it J-rail or
Alright.
is it corner cap
Let
rail?
me show you. I got a
Show
little
me
bit of
what it is.
battery. I'll show you. There.
Oh, okay. I see what it is. Yeah, there's a plastic insert that comes out of there. And then you'll see screws. You undo the screws and then you can pull that trim off. Most likely, it's leaking under some of that trim somewhere, or maybe even that tail light. So the only way to
That's what I
stop
was
the
thinking.
leak,
There's no caulking or anything around this because when I'm going to paint it, and I wanted to leave it until I paint
don't
it so
ever
I could
caulk
pull that
that.
off to
Caulking
paint and
does
then put
not
it back
work.
on. That you want to say that putty tape, right?
Either putty tape, gaskets, whatever, but you need to seal it the way it was first sealed at the factory. You can cover that whole trailer with caulking, the entire trailer, everything, windows and all, and it'll leak. I guarantee it. Now, do you want to know why it
Yeah,
leaks? Why does caulking leak? Caulking leaks because fiberglass does the
um,
same thing that a lot of other materials do. When it heats up, it expands, and when it cools down, it contracts. And as a result, that breaks the seal immediately the first time that you have it outside in the sun. So microscopic things happen underneath the caulking where it used to be connected. It's still connected visually. It looks connected. It's hard to pull off, but it's still letting water in now because it did that expansion and contraction. So on trailers anyway, caulking does not work. It'll work for a little while maybe, and then it goes away. It stops doing its job, and then it's hard to get off. So you always want to make sure that you reseal a trailer. Don't caulk around the problems. Reseal it. Did we lose Doreen? There she is.
I was trying to change my camera around.
Okay.
I'm trying to change the camera around, but I'm pressing stuff and nothing's happening. I set it up on a tripod. I was going to try to turn it.
Oh.
Well, it's just going to have to stay like this, but we got somebody else coming on in 10 minutes that we watch, so
Okay.
I won't be staying on anyway.
All right.
Hold on. I'm still here. Let me figure it out.
All righty. Anybody want to ask me any questions?
It's so weird. I'm pressing and nothing's happening.
What are you pressing on? Oh, dead air. Oh, I think I'm still here. Okay, now I'm the only one here and she's gone. Did I just... There you are. Okay, you're back.
Okay, now let me see if I can do it. Settings, camera. Okay, here we go.
There you are. Oh, now we meet.
But if I let go, it tilts over. It's like top heavy on this. It turns into a tripod, but it's not gonna. Maybe I'll sit a cup in front of it. Okay, let's see. Is it Larry? Someone saying, where are you from originally? I'm from Ohio, now retired in Florida near Daytona Beach.
Oh yeah, it's Larry. I'm called Mobiltec on YouTube, and I'm in northern Nevada, but I'm originally from Southern California, and it got so crazy there that when I had a chance to leave, I just went ahead and left. So I found this place out here and bought it because of the shop mostly, but I love the property too. I've got a beautiful giant shop now that I can work in. I can work on 3 trailers in there at once. And that brings us back to your original question, Doreen. What's my next big project?
Yeah,
Well,
that
now
was
that
my
yeah, that was the original question. Now that the main line is done and I'm rested up from it and everything, I'm working on my own trailer, which is a 54 Joule. And that one is halfway done. It's a frame off rebuild. And I'm at the point now where just got the floor done and we're about ready to install some cabinets and put the walls up. That's a class project for the class that I run every Tuesday evening for 2 hours. And so that's our class project, my
yeah.
1954
So
Joule.
tell about that, and then let's see, we've got like 9 minutes left. Do you
Oh,
want to talk
okay.
about your classes?
Well, I teach a class on this stuff every Tuesday night. And if you're interested, I can post. I don't know where to post here. I don't think I can post while I'm being a guest, but
Can't post. Kenneth
yeah,
is a
okay.
moderator, but
Well,
he wouldn't know
you
where
can
to
go to my
post.
website, which is cannedhamtrailers.com, cannedhamtrailers.com. You can go there and there's a link, my Patreon link, if you want to get in the class. But I teach class every Tuesday night, 2 hours, and as a patron of mine, you get unlimited questions for the whole entire time that you're with me. I give out diplomas when you finish your trailer. You get a diploma, and I put you in my Canned Ham Hall of Fame, which is also on my website. And you graduate, and then you're free to go if you want, or you can stay with me, whatever. But I have a lot of wonderful people building beautiful, durable, safe trailers built the right way. And my one of my students right now just put her trailer because it turns out it's a little bit too
So
small for
one
their
of my
needs. They want
most
to build a
recent
bigger one.
videos
Pardon me?
on the
Say what?
oh, I lost sound.
Well, anyway, yeah, so I have an average of 250 students at any one given time, and they're all building beautiful trailers. More than half of my students are women, by the way, and they're building gorgeous trailers.
You're breaking up, Larry. You're
Okay,
breaking
sorry
up.
about that.
Can you guys hear me and him?
Yeah, your connection may be
Yeah,
a
we
little
got
off.
okay. So we got 7 minutes.
Okay. Well, you might as well go
It
ahead
might
and
be
wrap
because I'm
up.
on. Well, I've got the. Yeah, because we're gonna go check out this other channel. There's a link in the comments to go over there and check her out. Burning Up the
Alrighty.
Roads is the name of it.
Okay.
All right. So thanks
Well,
everybody
thanks
for
for
coming
having me
over,
on.
and let's go see Lucretia. All right.
Okay.
Bye.
We'll see you. Bye-bye. Now you just got to
I am
figure out how to
trying
get
to
rid of me.
end, and I'm pushing on it, and it's not doing anything.
Yeah, I don't think I can
No.
do that. You have to do it.
You know, my screen just went blank.
Oh, wonderful. Now somebody's here to see me. Maybe if I just turn this off, I'll go away.
Okay, guys, sorry about that. I'm having some trouble here with my signal. All right, so we're gonna go see Lucretia on Burning Up the Roads, and the link is in the comments. Let's tell her it's a camping therapy raid. See ya. Thank you, Kenneth, and thank you, Sue.